Most traders think elite discipline looks like willpower, waking up motivated, forcing yourself to follow rules, grinding through bad days, pushing when you don't feel like it. That idea sounds impressive, and it's completely wrong. Elite traders are not more disciplined than everyone else. They just don't rely on discipline in the way most people do. They don't fight themselves every day. They don't argue with impulses. They don't try to be strong. They design their environment so discipline becomes the default. If you've ever told yourself, I just need more discipline, hit the like button. That sentence alone is a sign you're fighting the wrong battle. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Willpower is unreliable. Motivation is temporary. Emotion changes daily. Elite traders know this, so they stop building systems that depend on how they feel. Most losing traders build plans that only work when they're calm, confident, and focused. Elite traders build plans that work when they're tired, bored, frustrated, or distracted. That's the difference. I want to start with a story. I once asked a consistently profitable trader how he stays so disciplined. He laughed and said, I'm not disciplined. I'm lazy. At first, that sounded ridiculous, but then he explained. He said he hated stress. He hated emotional swings. He hated second guessing himself. So instead of trying to be disciplined, he removed most decisions from his trading entirely. Same market, same setup, same time, same risk, same stop, same exit logic. Every day, there was nothing to decide. That's not discipline, that's design. Most traders think discipline means making the right choice over and over. Elite traders reduce how many choices they have to make in the first place. This is the first discipline hack most people never understand. Elite traders don't trust themselves. That sounds harsh, but it's honest. They don't assume they'll always be calm. They don't assume they'll always act rationally. They expect emotion to show up. So they build guardrails, hard daily loss limits, max trades per session, time cutoffs, predefined size, rules that shut them down automatically. These aren't restrictions, they're protections. I've watched traders with incredible market understanding blow accounts because they believed they could handle it emotionally. Elite traders don't believe that about themselves. They assume the worst version of themselves will show up eventually, and they plan for it. There was a trader who kept breaking his rules after 2 losses in a row. Every time. He knew exactly what he was doing wrong. He journaled it. He talked about it. He promised himself he'd stop. Nothing changed. Then he made one adjustment. After 2 losses, his platform auto-closed and locked him out for the day. That was it. No more discipline speeches, no more promises, no more internal debates. His performance stabilized almost immediately, not because he became more disciplined, because he removed the option to be undisciplined. That's how elite traders think. Another discipline hack most people misunderstand is routine. Losing traders chase flexibility. They want freedom. They want to trade whenever they want, whatever they want, however they want. Elite traders love routine. Same wake-up time, same prep, same session, same shutdown. Routine removes emotion. When something is routine, it stops feeling optional. You don't wake up and debate whether you brush your teeth. You just do it. Elite traders treat execution the same way. They don't wake up asking, do I feel like trading today? They ask, are conditions present? That shift alone eliminates countless bad trades. Another powerful discipline hack is separating effort from results. Most traders try harder when they're losing. They study more, watch more charts, take more trades. That extra effort usually makes things worse. Elite traders do the opposite. When performance dips, they reduce activity. Smaller size, fewer trades, shorter sessions. They protect clarity instead of chasing recovery. I once asked a trader why he trades smaller after a losing streak. He said, because my judgment isn't as clean. That's self-awareness most people never develop. Elite traders don't push through fog. They wait for clarity to return. Discipline isn't about saying no. It's about making yes harder. That's a pattern you'll see over and over with elite traders. They increase friction around bad behavior and reduce friction around good behavior. Most traders do the opposite. Another key discipline hack is how elite traders deal with boredom. Boredom is where discipline goes to die. Most traders break rules not when they're emotional, but when nothing is happening. They get restless. They start scanning. They start just checking other setups. Elite traders treat boredom as a signal to disengage. If nothing is happening, they leave. They don't sit there fighting themselves. They don't stare at charts hoping something appears. They've already decided what qualifies as a trade. If it's not there, they're done. That's not discipline. That's respect for energy. If this part is already changing how you think about discipline, subscribe. This channel teaches structure over motivation. Pressure is where discipline is tested. Anyone can follow rules when things are calm. Elite traders build discipline for the moments when things aren't. Most traders lose discipline during three specific moments: after a loss, after a win, and during boredom. Elite traders know this, so they design systems that activate specifically in those moments. This is the second discipline hack most people miss. Elite traders don't manage discipline globally. They manage it situationally. After losses, discipline doesn't fail because traders don't know what to do. It fails because emotion speeds up decision-making. Traders want to fix the damage. They want relief. That urgency collapses structure. Elite traders predefine what happens after losses, not emotionally, mechanically. One loss means nothing. Two losses trigger reduction. Three losses shut everything down. No debate, no interpretation, no one more trade. I once spoke to a trader who said his biggest improvement came from accepting one idea. He said, "I am not allowed to make decisions after losing." That sentence saved his account. He didn't trust his judgment under pressure, so he removed it. Another system elite traders use is delayed execution. Most traders act immediately on impulses. See a setup. Click. Elite traders often add a small delay before execution, not because they hesitate, but because they want emotion to surface before they commit. A simple rule like wait 10 seconds before entry sounds trivial. It isn't. That pause forces the mind to check intent. Am I trading my plan or my feeling? I knew a trader who added a 15-second timer before every trade. His bad trades dropped dramatically. Not because the market changed, because emotion couldn't hide. Another discipline system elite traders use is fixed risk that never changes intraday. Most traders adjust size based on mood. Bigger after wins, smaller after losses. That emotional scaling amplifies inconsistency. Elite traders keep risk static within sessions. Size does not change no matter what happens. Good day, bad day, doesn't matter. Why? Because changing size mid-session is almost always emotional. Scaling is planned outside the session, never during it. That single rule removes ego from risk. Another powerful system is outcome separation. Elite traders do not check P&L during execution. They review outcomes after the session, sometimes even the next day. Checking P&L mid-session injects emotion instantly. It turns trades into judgments. Elite traders know this, so they delay feedback. I once asked a trader why he hid his P&L during trading. He said, "Because I don't want to know how I'm doing until I'm done doing it." That's discipline through design. Another overlooked system is physical interruption. Elite traders interrupt bad momentum physically, not mentally. If they feel frustration rising, they stand up. Walk away, change rooms, drink water, reset posture. Most traders sit frozen at the screen trying to think their way out of emotion. That rarely works. Emotion lives in the body. Elite traders reset the body to reset the mind. Another system is narrowing context aggressively. Elite traders don't trade multiple styles at once. They don't scalp one moment and swing the next. They don't jump time frames. That flexibility invites emotion. They trade one style per session, one mindset, one rhythm. Switching styles mid-session is a discipline leak. Another discipline hack is designing exits before entries. Most traders focus on entries. Elite traders obsess over exits. They decide in advance how they will exit winners and losers. Partial rules. Time stops. Max hold time. They don't improvise exits. Improvisation is emotional execution pretending to be skill. I once saw a trader destroy a profitable system simply by letting winners run without rules. His discipline wasn't weak. His structure was. Elite traders define exactly how they will take profit and stick to it regardless of feeling. Another key system is environment control. Elite traders remove distractions, phones off, notifications off, no social media, no chats during sessions. Discipline collapses when attention is divided. I knew a trader who blocked all trading-related content during market hours. No Twitter, no Discord, no YouTube. His execution improved immediately. Not because he learned more, but because he learned less while trading. Another discipline system is identity separation. Elite traders don't see themselves as on or off. They don't feel pressure to trade to prove something. Trading is not identity validation. This separation protects discipline under stress. If you need to trade to feel competent, discipline will eventually break. If this part is resonating, like the video. It's exposing where your discipline actually leaks. Most traders try to fix discipline problems by trying harder. They promise themselves they'll be calmer, more patient, more focused. That approach almost always fails because it assumes humans behave rationally under pressure. Elite traders don't assume that. They assume the opposite. They assume that under stress, boredom, or excitement, they will behave badly. And instead of fighting that reality, they design their trading so bad behavior becomes difficult or impossible. This is one of the most important discipline hacks elite traders understand. You don't rise to your discipline, you fall to your design. Most discipline failures are not character flaws, they are design flaws. If your trading allows you to overtrade, you eventually will. If your platform allows you to size up impulsively, you eventually will. If your plan allows flexibility during emotional moments, you eventually will abuse it. Elite traders don't blame themselves for these failures. They redesign the system. I knew a trader who constantly chased trades late. He hated himself for it, called it lack of discipline, weakness, impulsivity. The solution wasn't more self-control. He added a rule that all trades had to be placed within the first 5 minutes of a setup appearing. After that, it was invalid. No exceptions. Late entries disappeared overnight. Not because he became disciplined, but because chasing was no longer an option. That's elite thinking. A trader kept holding losers longer than planned. He knew his stop loss, he respected it most of the time, but in certain moments he'd hesitate. He'd widen it slightly. He'd wait for a bounce. Instead of telling himself to be stronger, he switched to hard stops that auto-executed. He removed the ability to intervene. Problem solved. Elite traders don't rely on internal strength. They rely on external enforcement. Another discipline hack is reducing exposure to temptation. Most traders sit in front of charts all day, even when they know their best setups only occur during specific windows. That constant exposure invites temptation. Elite traders trade windows, not days. They show up when probability is highest and disappear when it's not. That disappearance is discipline in disguise. If you're not in front of the chart, you can't take bad trades. That sounds obvious, but most traders ignore it. Another powerful concept elite traders live by is this: they don't aim to be disciplined, they aim to be consistent. Discipline is emotional, consistency is structural. Consistency means doing the same thing in the same way regardless of mood. That's easier when choices are limited. Elite traders hate optionality. They don't want 10 possible setups, they want one. They don't want freedom to improvise, they want clarity to execute. That's why most elite traders appear boring. Boring is predictable. Predictable is controllable. Another important discipline hack is embracing constraints instead of resenting them. Losing traders see rules as limitations. Elite traders see them as a relief. Rules mean you don't have to think. You don't have to decide. You don't have to negotiate with yourself. That mental relief preserves energy and clarity. I once heard a trader say, "My rules give me permission to stop." That permission saved him more money than any strategy. Another system elite traders use is separating review from execution completely. They do not analyze trades while trading. They do not evaluate performance mid-session. All review happens after. Why? Because review triggers emotion. Emotion disrupts execution. Execution time is sacred. Review time is structured. Mixing the two destroys discipline. Most traders constantly oscillate between trading and judging themselves. That self-judgment drains focus and increases impulsivity. Elite traders don't judge while trading. They just execute. Another discipline hack is designing recovery plans instead of prevention fantasies. Elite traders don't pretend they'll never break rules. They assume they will occasionally. So they plan for recovery. What happens after a rule breaks? What happens after a bad trade? What happens after a losing day? Those responses are defined in advance. Most traders spiral because they don't know what to do after a mistake. Elite traders already know. Recovery is structured. That structure prevents one mistake from becoming 10. Another subtle but powerful hack is identity reframing. Elite traders don't call themselves disciplined. They call themselves systematic. That shift matters. Discipline implies effort. Systematic implies process. When you see yourself as systematic, breaking rules feels like breaking the system, not breaking character. That creates a different relationship with mistakes. Mistakes become bugs to fix, not flaws to judge. That mindset keeps ego out of the equation. If this part is changing how you think about discipline, like the video to remove unnecessary self-blame. The real secret behind elite trader discipline is simple. They don't try to become disciplined people, they build disciplined environments. Once you understand that, everything changes. Discipline stops being a personality trait you wish you had and becomes a system you operate inside. You stop asking, why am I like this? And start asking, how do I design this better? That shift alone removes years of frustration. Elite traders don't wake up every day feeling focused and motivated. They wake up inside routines that don't require motivation. Same preparation, same execution rules, same shutdown procedures. Their discipline is already decided before emotion ever shows up. That's why they last. Another truth most traders miss is this. Discipline is not about restriction. It's about freedom from internal conflict. When rules are clear, you stop negotiating with yourself. When limits are firm, you stop pushing boundaries. When decisions are predefined, you stop reacting emotionally. That mental quiet is what elite traders protect most. They don't protect profits first, they protect clarity. If you want discipline to stick, stop trying to fix yourself and start fixing your structure. Ask yourself a few honest questions. Where do I usually break rules? What emotion shows up right before that? What part of my system allows that to happen? Then redesign that part. Not tomorrow, not after another loss. Now. Another important shift is understanding that discipline is not visible in big moments. It's visible in small, boring ones. It's visible when you don't trade because conditions aren't there. It's visible when you stop early on a bad day. It's visible when you walk away during boredom. Those moments never make screenshots, but they build careers. Elite traders win by doing unremarkable things remarkably consistently. Before we wrap this up, if this video helped you rethink discipline and removed some unnecessary self-blame, share it with someone who keeps trying to be more disciplined instead of building better systems. And if you want more content like this that focuses on structure, psychology, and longevity instead of hype, subscribe. This channel isn't about becoming superhuman. It's about trading in a way that respects human limits. I'll leave you with this. Discipline doesn't come from wanting it badly enough. It comes from designing your trading so discipline is the easiest option. Elite traders don't fight themselves every day. They stopped giving themselves something to fight about. And once you do that, discipline stops feeling hard. It just becomes normal. This is Traders Mind TV. Thanks for watching.